Their father was a poor laborer who worked hard to provide for his family. Her brothers also followed their father's footsteps and became laborers. They married her off to a worker who seemed to be a decent man. She did not know much about him, but she trusted her brother's choice. She soon realized that her husband was a kind and caring man who loved her very much. He worked hard to improve their living conditions and eventually got a chance to go abroad for a better opportunity. He did not forget his wife and called her to join him in the foreign land. She was overjoyed and packed her bags to start a new life with him. She could not believe her eyes when she saw the place where they were going to live. It was a beautiful house with all the facilities and comforts. She felt like she was in a dream. Her husband treated her like a queen and gave her everything she wanted. She was happy and grateful for her husband and her fate. She did not forget her father and brothers, though. She often called them and sent them money and gifts. She wanted to share her happiness with them and hoped they were doing well. She missed them a lot and wished to see them again. 2 years passed by and she felt a strong urge to visit her homeland. She asked her husband if they could go back and meet her family. He agreed and booked their tickets. She was excited and decided to surprise her family by not telling them about their arrival. She reached her homeland and felt a wave of nostalgia. She went to her mother's grave first and prayed for her soul. She remembered how her mother had always loved her and supported her. She wished her mother could see her now and be proud of her. She then headed to her father's house, where she expected a warm welcome from her brothers. But when she entered, she saw a different scene. Her brothers looked nervous and scared when they saw her. They did not hug her or greet her. They just stared at her with guilt and fear in their eyes. She felt something was wrong and asked them where their father was. They did not answer her and looked away. She was confused and worried. She asked a neighbor who was passing by, and he told her the shocking truth. Her brothers had kicked their father out of his own house. They had sold his property and spent the money on themselves. They had abandoned their father and left him to fend for himself. He was now living in a small hut in a slum area. He had no one to take care of him or love him. She could not believe what she heard. She felt angry and betrayed by her brothers. How could they do this to their own father? How could they be so cruel and selfish? She ran to the hut where her father was staying and found him lying on a dirty mattress. He looked weak and frail.